Hey, how you doing? Sorry I couldn't get through. How's everybody doing? Today, if you just tuned in, I will be covering how your personal beliefs affect the success of your business. This is huge. This is all about mindset. We are going deep into mindset. Cool. I'm just going to share this on my page. How's everybody doing? Hello, Mr. Regan. Lovely to see you. Hello, Tracy. Hey, Gemma. Nice to see you. Oh, gosh. Gemma James in the house. Hey, gorgeous. Exciting times, Gemma James. Wow, from one coach and mentor to another, this lady is a machine. So make sure you go check Gemma out after you've watched the live. Woohoo, mindset. That's my zone of genius. Oh my gosh, you are amazing. That is my zone of genius. I love it. Right, I'm going to just attempt to share this on my Facebook page. It didn't work the other day, though. I know, exciting. Where's everybody gone? Hello, Christopher Morrison. How's it going, my friends? Yeah. Give some love. Let me know where everybody's watching from. Where you're watching from. Let me know. Hey, Michelle. Nice to see you. Hey, Sunita. Great to see you as well. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the hearts. I'm just going to share this on my business page. Boom. I've got new software for Facebook Lives. It's going to allow me to post my Facebook Live simultaneously in loads and loads of places. How cool is that? I'll tell you all about it. Skelmersdale. Thank you, Michelle. Cold and wet Spain. Is it still snowing, Tracy? Hey, Mr. Regan. Hey, Danielle. Oh, me too. Hey, Regina. Hello. How's everybody doing? Good stuff. I think that's posted. I don't know. It's all gone a bit crazy. My computer's just all over the shop at the moment. Hello, Trevor Burgess. Lovely to see you. Graham J. Brown. What goes up must come down. No, just torrential rain and power cuts. Oh, that sounds vile. Hello, Heather. Right, I'm going to get started because I ain't one of these that, waits. Oh, wait, someone is going to come on. Hello, Lisa Ollerton. Lovely to see you. Yeah, I'm not one of those, so I'm just going to get going. And I want to talk about personal beliefs. Here she is. The lady herself. How's the house going? Mrs. Rachel Smith. Lovely to see you. Hello, Louise Jane Richards. We have a lunch date in Exeter next week, which I'm quite excited about. Busy. Hi, Lorraine. Okay, cool. Right, I'm going to get started because I'm going to be talking about big hugs from the beach. Yeah, Trevor. There you go. You can go off, people, Trevor. I am going to be in South Africa, though, in October. I've got a friend's wedding that I'm going to be attending, which I'm super excited about. Hello, Heather. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the love, peeps. The more thumbs up and the more love that you give, then it tells other people that I am live. So I absolutely appreciate that while Facebook is building me an audience. So Helena Stone on the Facebook Live right now. Nice to see you as well. Can't talk very well today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can see lots of Sanitas, little Sanitas all over my screen right now. Wonderful. Cool beans. Okay, right. I'm going to get going and I want to talk about this because I've got some notes for this. I'm not usually one to have notes, but I'm going to have some notes today. So there we go. So I want to talk about belief system. Your belief is crucial to your success. Your belief is completely crucial to your success. And if you don't have a strong belief system, then you will never be successful in your business. Need more vino, then you will be able to speak. Ask and you shall receive. There we go. Thanks, Anita. Loving the vino. So that makes me sound like a lush. Okay. What you believe about yourself, you know, what you believe about yourself and the world around you really makes up your belief system. Okay, so I just want to give you some examples because, you know, I come from a very kind of working class family. We always lived hand to mouth. When I was growing up, we never had a car. When I was growing up, you know, everybody had a VHS and we didn't have a VHS, you know, but I remember being one of the first people to have teletext on our TV. If you're watching from another country, you're like, what? But no, we lived hand to mouth. We really, really did. And I never felt that we kind of, we went without, but at the same time, you know, as I got older and I realized and I look back on my family life and I realized that we didn't really have a lot of money, you know, we really didn't have a lot of money. And so my parents were, my dad, you know, God bless him, he's amazing. My dad came from a really, really poor family, and my dad had one pair of shoes. He had a pair of Wellington boots or gum boots, wherever you might be in the world. That was it. And he would wear those spring, summer, autumn, winter. He would just wear this one pair of gum boots or Wellington boots, spring, summer, autumn, winter. And he got picked on at school, and, you know, he was, you know, a fighter, and he came from a pretty rough area, you know, and, you know, I kind of, my parents didn't know any different. And, you know, when people were rich or they had some money, it was always kind of like frowned upon. Like, it wasn't like a nice thing. And there are so many people, I would be sad. It makes you who you are, right? It makes you who you are, but appreciate you. So, you know, here's the thing, you know, whenever anybody had any money or anybody had any success in my, like, household, that wasn't kind of encouraged. That was kind of frowned upon. And we're not frowned upon, but they were a different type of people. You know, are those people, they can just afford it, or they can. Did anybody else kind of grow up with that? I know it's a different mindset nowadays, but, you know, if you've got parents that, you know, come from quite poor families, then, you know, it was always kind of like looked at that being affluent or having, you know, having success or having money. Oh, do you know, they're lucky, they're rich. Do you know what? I worked really, really hard. Gemma says, I was told you can't have your cake and eat it. Yeah, exactly. It's that mindset. And it's a different generation. It really, really is to what the generation is today. 100%. Completely different. But, you know, if you believe that money is evil, here's the point that I'm trying to make right now. If you believe that money is evil, you will never have, you know, an abundance of money in your life. You will repel money from being entered into your life. You know, if you believe that selling is really kind of scammy, you know, you're never going to sell anything in your business, okay, if that's what your personal belief system is. You know, if you believe that, you know, if you resist in investing in your education and resist in investing in yourself, you know what, you are going to attract other people to you that also are going to resist investing. So you're not going to be able to build a business that way. You know, I always say this, your vibe attracts your tribe. It is so true. It really, really does. And so, you know, whatever your belief system is, that is what you're putting out there. These are the kind of people that you are going to attract into your business. Gemma says, why not have your cake and eat it? Cake is meant to be enjoyed. What are you supposed to do with it? Stick it on the shelf. I'm so glad you said that. I thought you were going to say something else then. That just makes it go stale and mouldy. And you'll have to throw it in the bin. I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Gemma, exactly. You can have your cake and eat it. The 80s chick, we're all in the same boat. It is true though, isn't it? And it was so difficult, and I'm just going to share this with you, and I've talked to people about this before, but it was so difficult, you know, for me, when I started to achieve some success. It really was. And it caused a lot of conflict. It caused a lot of ill feeling. It caused a lot of I don't know, you know, within my family, within my friends. And the thing was, I was earning really good money, and I was living in America, and I bought my own place in Las Vegas. That I bought a rental property. I paid cash for it. You know, I don't have that kind of money now. I'm in a very different position, but I'm a lot happier. And like, I'd go out for dinner with like family or friends and I'd like offer to pay. And that wasn't me trying to be flashy. You know, that for me, I'm like, I just want to help people and support people. And so, it would cause lots of conflict within my family and my friends. I'll pay for dinner. Oh no, it's £100. Well, £100 didn't mean a lot to me back then. But, to, my mom or my sister or whoever, that was a lot of money. And so Michelle says, my partner is very negative about money as his background is poor. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And so what does Gemma say? I had the belief that I wasn't enough. I wasn't good enough, pretty enough, worthy enough. I was meant to be ordinary. So glad I got over that one. Oh my gosh, that is exactly where I'm going to be going right now in terms of this, because the way that you shift your mindset, the way that you shift your belief system is that, you need to start investing in your education, investing in yourself. I've made some notes here. Your personal beliefs, they play a major role, in how you perceive the world and how you perceive the realities around you. It's so, so true. And you know what? Just because you believe something doesn't mean that it's good for you. Doesn't mean that it's good for you. I'll give you another example, okay? Don't just fight for something you believe in because you're passionate about it. Fight for something you believe in that's actually good for you. Okay? So let me explain that to you. So I am passionate about a lot of things. Okay? Oh, my battery's low. There we go. I am passionate about a lot of things. I am particularly passionate about all of the lies that are being told in the world right now, how we are brainwashed, how we are kind of, our minds are polluted, how we are stuck in front of a box on the TV. And I haven't watched the news for 11 years. I haven't watched the news for 11 years because it's just what they want you to hear. It's not actual news that's going on. There's so much other news going on around the world that they don't even tell you about. They put in front of you on a box what they want you to see, okay? Scared people are a lot easier to control, okay? I haven't watched the news for 11 years. Brilliant, good for you. Here's the thing. So it's just somebody's opinion as well. It's somebody's perception on what is going on in the world. And so I haven't watched any. And there's a lot of things that I'm really passionate about that are going on right now, that people look at me and they think that I'm absolutely cuckoo bonkers. So many, I'm well into my conspiracy theories that aren't really conspiracy theories. They're actually happening in the world right now. There's so many horrible things. And I became so consumed with this. And I am so passionate about it. You can hear it in my voice right now, how passionate I am about this. However, it is not good for me to be consumed by these things. It is not helping me move forward in my business. It is not nourishing me in moving forward in where I want to be and how successful I want to be. And so in that sense, although I'm passionate about these things, I had to make a conscious decision that I was just going to not be consumed, not sit online, absorbing all of this in, because what can I do about it? Yeah, I can share things with other people, and I do on one-to-one basis, but I ain't going to let it control my life. I'm not going to let this be something that consumes me, because it is not moving me in the right direction. It is not congruent with where I want to be and who I want to be as the best version of me. Okay, so if you'd have seen me, oh gosh, how old am I? If you'd have seen me 20 years ago, you know what? I was a heavy drug user. I was ridiculous. I was an absolute mess. I was, even a few years after that as well, I was clinically depressed. I was, so many horrible negative things happened in my life, right? Got to jump on a coaching call, so I'll chat the rest of the replay. Mwah. Chat soon, lovely. Oh, you're welcome, darling. Mwah. Thanks for jumping in. But I was in a really, really, really bad place. I left home when I was 17 because I had to get away from some of the horrible things that were going on in my life, and some of the things that were, going on with my family. My boyfriend at the time, later I was informed that he was selling the Big Issue in Wolverhampton. Another friend of mine set himself on fire in a petrol station, in a gas station, after taking too many drugs. And you know what? These are the people that I was surrounded with. You know what they say? If you surround yourself with poor people, with negative people, with people that have no ambition. You surround yourself with 5 people like that, you're going to be the 6th person that ends up like that. And I was going down that slippery slope. And my partner at the time, my boyfriend at the time, you know, I'd really started to get into heroin. And all the people that I was around, I mean, I dabbled in a lot of drugs. I was drinking and smoking from the age of like 12. Like, I mean, like I was like a nightmare. And so, you know, my poor parents. But like I could have been gone one of 2 ways. And I made a conscious decision, and I don't share this very often, but I made a conscious decision and I moved. I left home. I got out of the situation that I was in, because if I wasn't, I would probably be dead now. And that's not an exaggeration. It probably would have happened. So, you know, you are a product of your environment. So it's so important that you surround yourself with people that are in the right mindset. You know, it's so important that you surround yourself with people that, you know, give you everything that you need in terms of support and nourishment. Hey, Andy, and you know, support you in what you're doing. So, you know, as I said, if you are someone that is excessively skeptic, guess what? You know what? You know, you're going to be skeptic on absolutely everything, and there'll always be things will come across to you as scammy or spammy, even if they're 100% correct. Michelle says, you was meant for a greater purpose. Absolutely, Michelle. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I knew that in my heart. I really, really did. But the people that I was surrounded with, it was dragging me down and dragging me down. And I moved from my house in the Midlands, and I moved to Scarborough. I mean, I was like 4.5 hour drive away from where my rest of my friends and family were, and it was difficult. There was some horrible things going on with my family and my parents, and my sister was a lot younger than me, and I felt so emotionally responsible for her. I've always had this, one of the things that I've got rid of this year is feeling like I'm emotionally you know, responsible for other people's happiness, and that's something that I've been able to put away this year. But that's something I've carried with me since an early teenager. You know, feeling like I've got to like make everybody happy and keep the family together and keep friends together, and all the waifs and strays and the weirdos and anybody that got any problems. You know, my dad used to call me Claire Rayner. Those of you that are like born in the 70s or 80s will know who I'm talking about. But she was an agony aunt, right? And my dad used to call me Claire Rayner. Anybody that was going through any issues, Emma would take care of them, you know. And so, yeah, anyway, I've really massively digressed now. But, you know, I could literally go on, you know. If you believe that you suck, guess what? You're going to suck. If you believe you can't do something, guess what? You're not going to be able to do it. You know, I've said this many times, you know, whether you believe you can or believe you can't, you're right. Okay. And, you know, that's something Tony Robbins talks about quite a lot. So it's so important that, you know, you have that success mindset, and you know what, who you associate with is going to really kind of, you know, give you that success mindset. I'm fortunate enough to be surrounded by an incredible, thank you, Gary, incredible amount of people. What does Tracy say? That is a huge burden. I lost that 3 years ago when someone taught me not to take the monkey. Oh my gosh, Tracy, honestly, it's been last year. I was doing some mindset, and I was trading, and I was doing some kind of, I wasn't looking back, I don't look back, but I was evaluating 2016 and figuring out where I am now today so that I can move forward. You know, it's important to know where you are today so you can move forward, right? And I assessed a little bit of 2016, and I was looking at the lessons that I've learned. The most valuable lesson that I learned in 2016 was that I am not responsible for other people's happiness. And it's literally the weight of the world is lifted off my shoulders. And I'm an empath. A people pleaser. More than that, I'm an empath. And if you don't know what an empath is, Google it. But basically, I feel other people's emotions. Like if I'm in a room full of, I physically feel other people's emotions, and it's a really a big strain. It's a tough strain on anybody, and I've met a lot of people that are like that as well. And you know, so it was one of the biggest things that I did was to just say, you know what, I am better than this. I've got to look out for myself. I've got to make myself happy. I am the same. It's horrible. Absolutely, Michelle. It really is. So, you know, this is why you need to surround yourself with successful people. I am fortunate now that my life changed, literally. you know, still I have big problems with addiction for many, many years. You know, and really last year is when it started to flip. And, you know, I was surrounded by incredible people. And I was introduced to a community of people in April last year that respected me, that loved me, that cared for me, that saw the greatness within me, and gave me a platform to be able to be the very best version of me that I could be. And they gave me a platform where I could share my knowledge and my the things that I'd learned with other people as well. And for me, that was huge. I mean, absolutely huge. That people respected me, you know. It's like, go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. It's my favourite saying. I say it all the time. You know, one of my 2 favourite sayings, go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. And I was like, I'm so grateful every day I wake up, and I am grateful every day I wake up, and I feel blessed that I have been in a situation where I'm with this amazing community of people. I found my partner through this amazing community of people in, you know, it was about 6 months ago now, when we met. You know, I was hosting a webinar. He was a guest speaker on my webinar. We'd never met before. And, you know, it's been 6 months now, and he gets me, and it's just wonderful. Like, first time ever. You know, I always thought that there had to be a compromise, that, you know, you can't have it all. Where would you put it, right? And it doesn't have to be a compromise. You can have it all. You really can. And so, but again, this is all to do with mindset and belief system. So if you're somebody right now that has a negative mindset, if you're somebody right now, did you like that? If you can't have it all, where would you put it? If you're somebody that has a negative mindset, there's one thing in your life right now that is, that you're battling with, that you can't kind of, you know, get your head around, that you've got this belief system within you, pick up a book. Tap into people like Tony Robbins, you know, tap into mindset coaches, tap into, you know, people like Robert Kiyosaki, look at leaders within the community that you're in, and tap into those and surround yourself with those people. You know what? I've said it before as well. You should, you know, if you're in a room full of 5 people, you know, you should be, you know, the poorest person in that room of 5 people, because, you know, you want to aspire to being rich. And that doesn't necessarily mean money. That means, you know, richness in life, richness in abundance of happiness or joy, or, you know, self-development, whatever that might be. So there you go. I've totally gone off topic. I didn't go through any of the notes that I wanted to. I just kind of waffled on a little bit tonight, but thank you. That is amazing. Love your story. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, there's a lot more to the story. There really is. Eric Thomas. Oh, yeah, Ty Lopez. There's a few people that I have gone into business with that I met through Ty Lopez's Facebook page. Eric Thomas is awesome. Gary, thank you, sweetheart. Thanks for the recommendations there as well. So there you go. That is all I wanted to cover today, was that your belief system is going to affect how successful you are in your business. If you believe that you can't make money, if you believe that you're not good enough, if you believe that you don't have the skill set that other people have. You know, I've got a guy on my team right now, and he keeps saying to me, oh, you know, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. You know, I'm just like, I've got a lot to learn, and I need to do this, and I've got to learn this. And do you know what? Every day of the freaking week I'm learning. Every day of the week I'm tapping into some kind of mindset. On my computer right now, I'm tapping into mindset. I've got a course that I'm involved in right now. You know, every day of the week I'm learning. So, you know, don't beat yourself up, and don't talk negatively about yourself. Have those positive affirmations. Know that you are on the right track. Know that you can be whatever you want to be. And the only thing that is stopping you from getting there is yourself. The only thing that is stopping you from getting to where you want to be right now is you. That is it. Okay. So, you know, be positive. You know what? Write down what your goals are. Take action. You know, it's one thing, again, to say, I want to do this, I want to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, someday I'll do this, someday I'll do that. But guess what? Someday is not a day of the week. I put it on my Facebook today. Someday is not a day of the week. So take action. Move forward in where you want to be. Get out of your own way. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay? You can do this. You know what? You've just been programmed your whole life to believe that you can't, or that you've got limited, you know, talents and all that kind of thing. So, you know, just stay focused. Surround yourself with successful people. If you are not, I walked away from a social circle of people because well, various reasons, but situation was a big one. But basically, you know, I had to be surrounded by people that were on the same journey as me, that got me, that understood me, that lifted me up, that weren't negative about what I was doing. I'll share something with you on another day. It's so weird. I read before bed, and when book hits me, I'm all fired up. Yeah, man, this is a great nugget, and I can't fall asleep. Oh, lol. Do you know, Sunita, I'm the same. It's terrible. It is terrible. I am literally, in bed, and I've got like books. Like, how cool is this? Got like, got like notebooks everywhere. There's like, this is all for my like mindset training at the moment. What did I take the most action on last year? My core values. What are my three role models, and what type of person they are. What else is there? 10 things that I focused on the most. All kinds of things from some of the mindset coaching that I'm doing right now. So you know what? Stay focused, stay cool. You know, have that great mindset and believe that you can do anything you want. But understand that if you've got limiting beliefs about certain things within your business, if you have limited beliefs about money or people that are being successful, or, you know, if you're one of those people that rolls your eyes when somebody does well and you're like, oh, you know, that is directly going to affect your business. Anyway, I've waffled on enough. Love to you all. Stay cool, and I'll speak to you all soon. I'll see you tomorrow. What am I doing tomorrow? Don't remember. What is on the cards for tomorrow? I don't know. It'll be promoted anyway. Oh, it's a good one though. Let me check. What's on the cards for tomorrow, Emma? Thanks for your love, peeps. Facebook Live tomorrow is, the number one way to close prospects into your program or offer with ease. Tomorrow I'm going deep into prospecting, deep into closing people into your business. This is going to be another good one. And I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Stay cool. Bye.